they're just drowning in unfunny.
And they're scared.
Mm-hmm.
They're scared. I do think it all came down to speech, because think about the shift. The fact that like you're no longer in this camp, and the show is successful, and they all have something in common. It's the freedom to say what you want. And once the left and liberals gave that up, we snatched it.
Yeah, we did.
We snatched it and we ran with it.
That's Fox News' own Greg Gutfeld talking to Roseanne about the shift happening in comedy right now due to humorless woke scolds. Welcome to Nerk News, I'm Nerkish, and I don't know about you, but I'm starting to feel like the tide may be turning on wokeness and cancel culture. Americans seem like they're finally getting tired of the non-stop propaganda and woke scolding from the left, especially in comedy. And there are some genuinely funny people filling the void created by liberals. Here's Roseanne and Gutfeld talking about how the left messed this up so bad for themselves.
But it's a huge cultural shift that a conservative comedy show, and it is really well written and really funny, and I like that comics can say things on there and they don't have to act like goons.
Yes.
You know, they aren't dancing with hypodermic needles and like that. But you know, you're saying something, and it's a cultural shift because it's more to the conservative side. And these guys, I mean,
and you can tell how like uncomfortable comedians of the left are when they know that there's a line they can't cross. Meanwhile, you and we can say whatever we want, and we share the risk. You get in trouble,
yeah, we do.
You get in trouble, I will defend you. If I get in trouble, I know you will. But I mean, you know what I mean? It's like we understand that we're here to say what we think, and if that goes away, what's left to do?
Those are excellent points. You know, liberals are the ones who really push the whole idea of comedians being fearless, free thinkers, speaking truth to power. Then wokeness came and corrupted all of that and invaded nearly every aspect of our lives. So people no longer had any politically neutral spaces to unplug and enjoy things together. Just like they did to sports and movies, the left absolutely ruined comedy right when people needed it the most. But thankfully, this stuff is finally starting to die and making way for a new generation of comedians that I wanted to highlight. Now, we all know the big ones like Ricky Gervais and Bill Burr and Dave Chappelle, so I wanted to showcase some of the up-and-comers who I've been keeping an eye on.
How, like, our country's falling apart, and then they're like, you know, the woke people are like, oh, this country was built on racism. It's like, maybe we should do more of that. Maybe that was working. You guys like the railroad? Wasn't built by the LGBTs, I'll tell you that.
I'm not even gonna get political here. It's just crazy to me that we have a president that's definitely gonna die on camera. It's definitely gonna happen. And it's not even gonna be like an assassination. He's just gonna...
Everything's propaganda. Every time I watch TV, I'm like, gee, can you put another fat, black, retarded person in this commercial? And then my friend's like, hey, Lizzo's not retarded. I'm like, couldn't fool me.
I don't think he would be the funniest, but the only reason Biden might be the funniest is because I think Biden's the first president you could punch assassinate. You know what I mean? Just walk right through the metal detectors and be like, Mr. President, what the fuck are you doing, dude? It's a body shot.
Well, there you go. If you liked any of those guys, please check them out. I linked their socials in the description. I think that they all have a lot of promise. And as you may have noticed, some of them are already blowing up, like Shane Gillis, who was actually canceled and made a huge comeback hosting SNL recently. So at the end of the day, this is all good stuff and should really white pill you on the culture a bit. Because I think sanity is finally starting to make a comeback. It's just going to take a bit of time to become mainstream again. But let me know what you think. Are Roseanne and Greg right about comedy? Have there been any little shifts you've noticed in your life? Let me know in the comments, and if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel. That stuff really does help us out. Until then, this has been Nerk News. Thanks for watching. Bye!